already know that Danny's World is adding 6 new toon optimizations to Danny's World. We also know that they already started rolling out matchmaking into the game. But there's one part of the update that's coming that has people scratching their heads. And the reason for that is it's literally a secret. Let me explain. If you go to the Roblox homepage and go ahead and click on Danny's World, as you can see below the gameplays, you can see this new update coming out November 26th at 2 p.m. CST. If I click on the event, I can see that we're getting 6 character optimizations. Confirmed Roger, Gigi, and Fen. But inside of this update notes, there's something else. And the something else, my friends, is right here. It says, and a small surprise. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through my whole list, find other people's examples as well of what we think this small surprise could possibly be. Let's get into it. The idea of getting a new toon added to the game, that is inherently just not happening. There's no way they randomly decide to pop out a new toon and categorize this as a small update. Adding a new toon is not a small update at all. If I recall, the last time they only added one toon, for example, Blot, Yada, or even Dial, those were pretty freaking massive. Therefore, I don't consider a new toon a small surprise. The likelihood of this happening, 30%. The other thing that it could be is another collaboration. And in case you literally just started playing Danny's World this week, you would have missed something on the board right here. It wasn't on the board, but there was something on the map. In Danny's World, for literally a month, there is this Care Bear-esque thing. I'll put a picture on the screen. There's this Care Bear-themed collaboration in the corner that you could interact with to complete certain challenges and unlock Care Bear skins, and then eventually buy more of them with Robux. A small update right before Thanksgiving where they add another collaboration into the game is extremely likely. I would say the likelihood of this happening is 70%. And by the way, these percents aren't gonna equal 100. I'm saying like 100% is like it's guaranteed. 0% is absolutely impossible. 70% is like this is very possible. Whereas 50% is like, this could happen. For example, more skins. The feasibility on this is unfathomably high. And the reason for that is, well, aside for the major grind fest that the Christmas event was insinuating even more skins, Paul already made a post saying how she was going to add a couple Iker skins to the smaller November update and how she'd like to share some of those. So we see these 2 skins, which is a Connie, I think, Thanksgiving-based skin, but it's apparently not. Regardless, and R&D. Definitely giving Thanksgiving vibes. It's fine. It's fine. But the reason why the small update could be this, or most likely is this, is in this notes patch right here. It doesn't say new skins. It just says a small surprise. But if they've already been shown to us, is that really a surprise? More skins. 90%. Oh, 90%. The other secret that I could totally be, the other secret I can see this being is a secret skin shop. As in, it's just a super short limited event. Not Thanksgiving, but imagine that they just add someone to this area like they normally do for Gordy, Bassie, and Bobette, except it's just limited time skins, period. Not like an event or anything, just limited time skins. Or I'm gonna say like skin trader, right? Like how some games have like traders. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Hold on. I went into Anime Vanguards for an example, and I'm just getting freaking overstimulated. But okay, look at this. Look at this. For example, this game has Haruka Reen right here, right? Where I can interact with her, and then I can check out her emotes. Which, for example, is something that could totally be added in Danny's World, right? Where they'd add a little like character in the game, and you can interact for a limited time and get either emotes or permanently, but like another new character, kind of like Dial. You see what I'm saying? Nice one, Hopeless. Half the people just clicked off the video when he started talking to an anime girl. Likelihood of this happening, 20%. The next thing on the list that I could maybe see happening is in the same spot where they had the Care Bears collab. Directly across from it, they could add a nether of board. Things on that board could include, this is something I've talked about before, this toon board where you can earn 2x by playing a certain character that don't get played very often, or the idea of literally having a Danny's World daily login concept. Like, look at how good this concept is, where it's just basic small rewards, but imagine if there was like limited skins you would get by only doing this. It's just other small quality of life things, right? But a daily quest board that gives Iker, or daily logins, or anything like that, I give that a 25% chance. I don't think it's really gonna happen. Also, the next thing, this is just projecting, bro. This is just me on my hands and knees going is a new boss floor. This is like 1%, but I'm still gonna talk about it because once again, projection's fun. So right now, Danny's World, in my opinion, one of the funnest challenges is when you're randomly playing the game and you get the chance to go to Dial's floor. It's a fun and exciting boss fight that gets added to the game. What if they added the new trader and they added another boss fight to the grounds? So let's take a look at what it would look like if Dandica's Dancerfer had a freaking boss fight. Dandy will become a floor boss under some conditions and circumstances in order to encounter and face him. The one and only, the star and mascot of his world, Dandy, a little flower who likes to play little games, however with unclear intentions. As we all know, Dandy wants you to play by his rules and is quite displeased towards those who don't and will do anything necessary to keep them back in track. If someone were to keep playing outside of his rules, consequences are inevitable. Dandy had been growing increasingly frustrated as he noticed the Toons taking a route they're not supposed to take, and decides to take things into its own hands and interfere by confronting them in person. However, after a series of events of confrontation, Dandy took a misstep and falls into a pool of ichor within the ichor storage chamber. Drowned and drenched to the brim in ichor, Dandy begins to go through a significant change, both physically and psychologically, as he starts to grow and twist at extreme rates, becoming nothing but a vessel of ichor. It's just another boss floor concept. Okay, I'll move on. Guys, let me nerd out, all right? I like this stuff. Up next on the Lich? Oh God, it's a Lich! No, next thing on the list is more merch. I'm like, let's just be a real chat. Dandy's World and Culturefly. Dandy's World's online website right here. You can already buy Astro, you can buy Gordy, you can buy Dandy, you can buy CG5 stuff, you can buy t-shirts, you can buy sweatshirts, you can buy everything under the sun at this point, right? They also just added a new YouTubes to the collection as well. How likely is it that they add more merch? Dude, that's like 80%, bro. At this point, it seems way too likely. Way too likely. The next thing that I think it could potentially be is a new floor. Not like Dial, but like Christmas. There's no Thanksgiving event inside of Danny's World. However, what if the little teeny tiny surprise is another early round floor, like the art studio, projector room, essentially just other early game floors, but there's just one big table and everyone having a feast. I'm basically projecting that they might add a Thanksgiving floor. Hopeless, get over it. There's not gonna be Thanksgiving. It's fine, okay? Not everyone's American. Sue me. But the chances of them adding another new floor variant, it's not impossible, but not likely. Generous 10%. And for my final two categories, I'll just go ahead and lump these two together. Us getting a new event type. For example, right now we have blackouts and hiker leaks, or also the new machine types. As of right now, we have treadmills, circle machines, and the normal first vanilla. I don't even know what you want to call it. There are plenty of machine type examples that I've seen. For example, like a duo machine, but like a machine where two people have to extract on it at the same time. I made a full more detailed video about this in the past, and honestly, I could make a full-on video about this alone. But how likely do I think it is that they added one of these as a surprise update? Literally like 5%. So this is my list of what I think a small surprise in the Danny's World update could be. Clearly, based on my projections, it's going to be either more skins or another collaboration or more merch. All the rest is just wishful thinking. But since I put it on the list, if it happens, I can say called it. But now it's your job. Go ahead and comment down below what you think this small update could be, or rather the surprise. For example, this guy thinks it's a V-ability buff. I think this guy is also projecting V-ability buff, 7 secret tune optimized new machine type, the ever so sudden regretivator / die of death collab. Just go ahead and comment it down below and have a great day.